Hello and welcome to One on One. My guest today is Arebiri Dr. Honorable Princess Folashade Oba. She is the Vice Chairman, Ikorodu Local Government Area of Lagos State, the National Chairman, Association of Local Government Vice Chairman of Nigeria. She's a real estate and property consultant and the President of Shelter of Grace Foundation. You're welcome to One on One.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
I get excited when I speak with female politicians because we don't have a lot of you in the polity today. First of all, tell us, are you a real princess? Do you have royal blood flowing in your veins? Am I seated with the princess
Don't
right
we
now?
all? Don't we all? Sure, of course.
So how are you greeted? Is it your royal highness or your royal majesty?
Oh, no. I'm much more simple than that. Just sisters, that's okay.
Okay. Period running up to the elections filled with expectations and hope. What are your hopes and expectations?
Definitely victory assured for us. We believe we've worked very hard. We know life is all about choices, but we know we are definitely the best choice. Come 2023 on Project Nigeria, being rated among the best nations on the face of the earth.
How have women evolved in politics in Nigeria, and how has that impacted you?
Long story. I probably will talk from now forever on where we felt we have been shortchanged. But I am one great optimist. I believe so much in this great country, and I know right now is catch-up time. The numbers are encouraging, the narratives are more positive. A lot of us are now realizing that we are here for us all, that we do need one another, that truly, this great country will be much more better the more of us that are in the space. I mean, the numbers don't lie. We're nation builders, we're multitasking, we're wired to juggle so much more, and passionately too, from the heart. So most times when you give a woman an assignment, you pretty much can go to bed and know that it will be done. And if you look at the records out there, most of the countries that are being headed, I'm talking leadership, by the women now, rate of growth in those countries is phenomenal. Today, I want to say that we are blessed with almost like not just pretty face, capacity, capabilities. Nigeria is blessed with great women. And as the days go by, we are also raising more, And I know I get excited when I say the future is female, but it is the truth, okay? A lot of us are getting to know that it is important that we occupy our place. We are raised for such a time as this, and it is definitely going to be a better one for our country if we all arise and occupy our space.
Okay. Well, out of the 1819 political parties, 7 women declared interest to run for the 2023 presidential race. All right. And only one party right now has a woman. That's the APM, Allied People's Movement. Just that party has fielded a female candidate. What does that say about this narrative that you say is changing?
Well, just being female does not automatically make you that candidate of choice, or not make you the president of our great country. There's a lot that goes into it. And so I know definitely we will get there. One day we would have a female president in this country, but I definitely know it will not be 2023.
All right, but what are some of the barriers that women still face today in politics? Why are women still obstructed from political citizenship by a glass ceiling today?
I think most times we are the limiting factors for ourselves. We have been stereotyped on so many levels to believe that we can do it. We can't go farther, which means you're not enough. But we are more than enough. And so that's why I'm saying that is changing. Then obviously equipping yourself, being prepared, okay, for the journey ahead. It's not just having the title or having, it's knowing that can add value, can do great and wonderful things, and, evolve into just the dream set to the reality set of actualizing, okay, promises made, promises kept. So, yes, it must be beauty and brains, especially with a country like Nigeria. I am always very proud to say I'm a Nigerian because I know that in the world today, there's nowhere you won't find us.
Of course.
And everywhere that we are up there, excelling, okay? Obviously being the best. And so, if we do that and flourish in all those localities or anywhere else, I know it is because the orientation that we all have. If you are a Nigerian, you are already automatically wired to be the best in the world. So many things we juggle, but yet we still come out on top. I still tell a lot of even my female friends and the guys, I said, there's this giant thing in us all. We only just need to wake it up, activate it, and nothing can stop us.
You are the vice chairman of Ikorodu local government. Definitely you don't want to stop there. What are your aspirations politically?
After living abroad for almost 3 decades, I've been back now another almost 2 decades, okay? And so for me, it's a life totally dedicated to this cause, this mandate of making sure that when the story of this great country is written, mine is also going to be in gold. As somebody that loved passionately, somebody that serves passionately, somebody that every day wakes up to give our very best. You can be all that you can be, okay? No 2 days are the same. But one thing is for sure. I have a magic 3 words. These 2 shall pass. Those are for my low moment days. And I look forward to each new day, conquering new ground, knowing that I'm creating a more enabled ground for the people coming after us. And so, I also tell them that the you of today must be better than the you of yesterday. And you must equip yourself to make sure that the you of tomorrow is better than the you of today. We all owe it to Mother Earth to make sure we leave it better than we met it, okay? Remembering when I was young and all that, I always have a big smile, happy for my parenting. I think about my parents, they didn't have billions, but with love, you could never outdo my mom and my dad. And principles, the discipline and all that, the value system, I thank God at what is still keeping me today. And I know I'm blessed also with my children, and people ask me, what is the secret? And I said, no magic. I just thank God for my source. This is my source. I'm so proud, And no matter where they are, they always will be like, I'm a Nigerian, and I'm a proud one. I love Nigeria. And every day, they are here also to see how things, because you must pass it on. You must pass it on. We are not doing ourselves enough good, learning all that we learn, and we don't have mentees. So I'm saying my children are not only the ones that I birth. I've got adopted ones, I've got my mentees, I've got, but for me, for everybody that says, mommy, or leader or whatever, I am here. This is why I'm here. Let us hold each other up. We can all, go from this.
A few months ago, Nigerian women staged a protest at the National Assembly. They want more inclusion.
Yeah.
How do you respond to that?
More inclusion, because you can't give what you don't have. If a lot of us are not there, when the decisions are being taken, when the votes are being taken, you can't win. It's not possible. It's a numbers game. So we must all take that bold step. Sensitize one another, advocate, whatever. The inclusion is very important, because only a woman can know how a woman feels. The policies are there now, though, for the different parties, for that inclusion. It's just for you to get from point A to point B. Sometimes it's not always that easy.
From that point A to point B, the financial implication of that is said to be one of the hurdles that women find very difficult
to cross. It is. But if you make sure you are an asset in the first place, I'm sure you will find somebody that would also believe in you, that will be ready to push you and say, she got it, And so it hasn't also been that easy for me, but I think I'm blessed with my leaders. But even to get myself here, most times it has to be like you have to do twice or three times as much more to be able to get the same kind of recognition. And you have to prove yourself, okay? Nobody says it's easy, but you must volunteer, you must be available, you must show people. Sometimes people want to see that touch and feel. It's not just for you to talk and talk. You must be a talk and do. Your life must be an exemplary one for people to actually want to emulate and say, yes, we can trust her. Yes, we can bank on her. Yes, she is a leader, and, we're good to go with her.
Is the goal of gender equality reflected in your party's platform through goals and policies?
Right now it is, but it's still a far cry from where we need to be. We're not where we used to be, though, but we're not yet where we need to be. It is still very much a work in progress, but it is a very encouraging one. Everything is more enabled for us now. A lot of it is just like, take that step, rally around one another and push forward. But these days, people want instant gratification. Nobody wants to, work so hard and have to wait and benefits or whatever, But dividends of democracy, somebody paid for it, somebody labored for it. The democracy that we have now, even people in the past sacrificed for it. So we must celebrate them.
How do you respond to the narrative that women are their own worst enemies, especially when it comes to politics?
That's an old one. That's an old one that the men used to use on us. Okay, but I can tell you it's no longer that.
So women support themselves?
Yeah, we're sisters. We look out for one another. We know that we're not many. We need to populate ourselves. But obviously, we need to prove to our men that we are here for you. Because really, this is Africa. The men still get the credit. Most times the women, the way it's all set up. And thank God for he, for she, men. Example, my governor.
He, for she, what's that?
men that believe in women,
Okay.
men that are not threatened to have a woman in leadership, men that encourage women, their daughters, to say, you go girl, you can be all that you can be. Don't worry, you also can be the president of this great country. So I see what the leadership of this great state is doing when it comes to women. A lot of the appointments, a lot of the agencies, they are women. And Lagos leads, other states follows. And that is in the leadership, you know, maybe a national leader, you know, but the policies are encouraging now, especially, I think, tailored to create a more enabled ground for the women. I mean, the forms, almost nothing compared to what, but obviously it's not only the forms, the encouragement, you know. Sometimes the men will be like, "Shey, they did you all this stuff and now you are making noise." You know, did you think that? Well, thank God for that, because the party realizes that they want to bridge the gap. And so they consciously encourage us women more now. And, you know, I celebrate that.
Is it up to 35%?
Not yet.
Do you see 35% being achieved?
Very soon. I mean, by now we should be talking about 40, 50. You know, if you consider that 35% was so many years ago, okay? But I still want to come from a point of gratitude that at least the narratives are changing positively.
What are the personal challenges you faced in politics, and why did you go into politics?
You know, one thing I always tell everybody is that when you love something, you will do all that it can to make sure you show it, you defend it, you make it more beautiful. I think having lived abroad for so many years, I came back to Nigeria. It was like a culture shock. But I loved my mother to a point of stupidity. She was my best friend. And she taught me so much. And coming back initially was like spend time. You know, they were getting older, take care of them and all. And one day she sat me down. And she's like, you know, it's your time now. It's your turn. I'm the first child. You need to take care. You need to take charge. Don't be afraid. I'm a mother. You know, I mean, my mother also conquered so many.
Was she into politics?
At some point, yeah. And she was a people person. She, you know, we always had so many people in my homes all the time. My mom would give her last thing to help anybody else out there. And I think I got that from her. And on that day, she said, I know you've got it. I'm scared sometimes though, because sometimes the politics that's out here sometimes can be hostile. And I don't have two of you. But even then, I won't stop you. I won't limit you. I'll be praying for you. You know, take care of the people. Don't be scared, whatever you have. You know, just show love. You know, volunteer, be available. And gradually, I found myself. I mean, grassroots, you would know, is not, you know, the best way to start, okay? And I said Ikorodu to the world, because Ikorodu being my village, my city, my, you know, I call it now Ikorodu City. But 20 years ago, some of my friends, when I would call Ikorodu, they'd be like, where is that? You know? But today, I mean, it's one of the fastest growing, in even Nigeria, okay? Yeah, in even Nigeria. And that means we're doing something right. We are loving, accommodating our weather, the resources, the people. So, and very affordable too. Okay, so, Lagos, Center of Excellence. And you think when they talk about living the Nigerian dreams, everybody wants to be here. And right now, I want to say, my home community, is it, Ikorodu?
What's your idea of the concept of feminism? Do you share that belief?
You know, I'm for equal opportunity. I am not one to want to just lord over the men, no. There's a reason why God created them. You know, we're supposed to be like helpmates and support one another. The feminism movement, yes, if it is to give more equal opportunity, but to condemn the men, to say so many, I'm not a negative person. I still appreciate our men, because you know what? We can't do anything without men. Without them, we can't.
Well, INEC just revealed to us that the youth have come out so much this time to participate in the process. How do you respond to that?
I'm excited. I'm elated. That means the women are doing something right. It's part of our job to let them know that it is very important that they also take charge, that they don't feel it doesn't concern them. So one of the things we also preach among ourselves is to get our children involved. Let them be concerned about the community. Any community they find themselves, they must look at. You see something, say something, be concerned. Change that, mindset that is dirty politics. Is to, distract them away from the scene. There is no masquerade anywhere. Politicians are human beings. They are you and I. Everybody's got a little politics inside of them. So the youths, I'm happy. But I only tell them, build content, be an asset, make sure you are adding value, be a good learner and a quick learner, okay? Most times, you want the power now. Automatically, sooner or later, you're going to get it. But make sure you get the knowledge, the wherewithal, the wisdom and everything, and you're really prepared. When you are prepared, it's automatic, okay? So the narratives that I'm saying now, getting them, your PVC, your power, your vote, this. You want to be part of it? You can't give what you don't have. If you don't participate, you cannot be elected. You cannot campaign. So I'm actually excited about that.
Is money politics still the thing in Nigeria today?
Anywhere,
Do you see that?
anywhere in the world, nothing comes easy. But you know what? Make sure that you are a sellable candidate in the first place. Money or no money, people can take anybody's money. If they believe that you are good, they will be with you. If they believe that you have their best interest, they will be with you. And right now, just like the coming elections we are having, it's an election like no other election. The process is changing, with the introduction of the beavers and all that, it's no longer the same. So definitely, we're going to have an election that is, credit worthy. Let me use that word. Okay, so as it evolves, we all must be able to, catch in on it and make sure we make it count.
What are your fears, especially with regards to INEC's level of preparation and security?
Well, that is why we're doing what we're doing, to make sure that we take care of the affairs, remove the fears. If you do what you need to do very well today, you don't have to worry too much about what's going to happen tomorrow. We are all better prepared for the journey ahead. What lies ahead of us, trust me, is much more greater than what is behind us. So a big thank you for me to INEC. Good job thus far. And I have no doubt in the process that come 2023, we would have a peaceful, credible election.
Do you share the belief that the CBN policy that led to the change of the currency, the redesign of Naira, is politically motivated?
Well, one thing about change is that it is inevitable. And sometimes we don't all quickly adapt to it. But I want to believe that some of those policies, especially these new ones, some people came together believing it will be a solution to some of the problems that they feel is affecting us. And so the process is on, the National Assembly is on it, and I know so many people is, but at the end of the day, we will make sure we have a system that works for us all, not just an individual. And I know we will be proud of this great country.
This is a lovely place to end it, because our hope is for Nigeria to be better. Thank you so much for being my guest.
Thank you for having me.
So that's it on One on One today. Join us next time. I am Maureen Menonwezigwe. Goodbye.